Rowdy Retro Reviewer here. I just got done watching Austin Powers, The Spy Who Bleeped Me. Okay, I didn't necessarily have to cover it up like that since you already saw the entire title of the first second of this video. Well, anyways, I just got done watching this movie just a few minutes ago, as well as checking out the trailers and the deleted scenes. And man, is this film funnier, crazier, and probably a little bit more raunchier than ever. But not too raunchy to give it an R rating. 10 out. First he fought the crown, now he's fighting for family jewels. Mike Myers returns as the world's grooviest super spy in his latest comedy adventure. Intent on world domination, diabolical genius Dr. Evil travels back to 1969 to steal Austin Powers' mojo. Now Austin must return to the swinging 60s to recover his mojo and stop his internally squared arch nemesis from liquidating the world. Together with Fab CIA super chick Felicity Shagwell, Austin faces off against an army of outrageous supervillains, including a heinous henchman of treacherous Girth and Mini-Me. Dr. Evil's deranged one-A-sized clone. Sorry that I mispronounced some of the words. Well, that's basically the entire plot of this film. And it's pretty cool to see Mike Myers come back to reprise his role as, well, Austin Powers and Austin Powers and Dr. Evil. And even plays a third role who's kind of fat and goes by the name Fat B-Word. You guys can just fill in the blanks on that one since you already know what I'm talking about. I just felt like I was missing out on everything related to Austin Powers since I already shared my thoughts on the first film and got a chance to own this and the third one on DVD at a antique store that I probably mentioned before yesterday. When I made a video showing off all three Austin Powers movies in a row. I gotta admit, whenever Mike Myers is playing Dr. Evil on screen, it just really cracks me up because he really knows how to make his performance presentable. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this when I talked about the first movie, but I'll bring it up anyway in case I haven't. Originally, Mike Myers wasn't going to play Dr. Evil, but Jim Carrey himself, you know, the guy who was in The Mask and Ace Ventura, you know, that type of guy, not Jim Carrey. And I also got he played the Grinch in the live-action film of the same name. Yeah, that Jim Carrey. But I guess the studio went with Mike Myers as the double role. Well, technically a triple role since he played three characters in the film. But that's besides the point. I have nothing against Jim Carrey or Mike Myers. I think Mike Myers does do a good job playing these characters, but how cool wouldn't it have been if Jim Carrey did play Dr. Evil at some point? Either like in this film or in these two Austin Powers movies. And I promise I'll get a chance to review the third one soon. So yeah, that's what I had to say about Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. And I just realized that it felt so weird hearing me say that. I might have to censor this part in the title of this video. And I also forgot to mention that this film was referenced in Space Jam 2: A New Legacy, which I think is a great film and that was misunderstood. But that's besides the point. No, I'm glad that these films were quite iconic today, since, like I said in my last review of the first film, it's probably like a satire of James Bond. Which, to be fair, satires and parodies aren't usually a bad thing. I mean, sure, nowadays there aren't many satire / parody movies these days, since, well, let's just say that the parody films from the late 2000s weren't exactly great. But that's besides the point. So, the first Austin Powers movie, A+. The sequel, A++. Now, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the third film yet, Austin Powers Gold, remember? Wait, I hope I said that right. Yeah, Austin Powers Gold, remember? So yeah, that's my thoughts on this film. And again, it is still cool that I owned all 3 Austin Powers movies in a row. Yeah, baby, yeah! Wait, the screen got a little bit blurry there for a second. Now it's not. And guys, let me know if all 3 of these films are still available on VHS, because nowadays, it's hard to find a lot of VHS tapes these days, unless you're looking through some kind at your local thrift store or antique store. Which I guess those are one way. Sorry for the stuttering. Those are other ways to find some VHS tapes. Again, I'm sorry about my stuttering there. Just pretend like that didn't happen. Also, let me know what you guys think about this film. Do you like it, hate it, and do you even like or hate the other 2 Austin Powers movies that came before and after this one? Just let me know in the comments below. And stay groovy. Yeah, baby, yeah! Oh, I crack myself up these days.